And talking of Commodore, it's extremely interesting to notice that at the recent Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, they introduced a machine called the C128, which is apparently software compatible with the Commodore 64. What, then, is the future of the 4 Plus, we ask? Mind you, software compatibility seems to be all the rage these days, and I'll show you something in a minute which is in the nature of a small news scoop, the first European showing of some exciting new machines. But first of all, let's start with a glance back at a well-known old favourite. This machine, remember this? You've probably got one at home. The Atari 800. Interesting machine, built in the days when Atari were well known for graphics and well known for making a lot of nice noises. Well, would you like to see, for the first time in Europe, the new version, if you like? Part of the interesting new XE range from Atari. E for 8-bit, X because it is compatible, software-wise, with the 800 machines. An interesting new advance. What's more, it's not just a standalone machine. There is a range of machines in this small computer end. But there is a larger computer end as well. At the moment, I think it's reasonable to say that the market is dominated by this chap, the Macintosh. Now, wouldn't it be a good idea if someone could produce a machine which would do, or is alleged to do, everything that this machine can do, but for rather less money? If you did that, you might call it a Mac Basher. You might call it a Jackintosh. It might look like this, and it might be called that because Jack Tramiel from Atari is the man who made it happen. Jack, interesting range of new machines. We'll come on to this one in a moment. But can we start with the small ones? Go back to the XE range here.
Right.
I said it isn't just a standalone machine, it's part of a range. Now, this one, as it happens, the 130, is the top of the range. Can you take us through what the rest of the range is?
Well, we're starting off with the 65 XE.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a replacement for the 800 XL.
Yeah.
It is really the same machine, but it's part of a family look.
Yeah.
So we have a 65 XE. The next is the 130 XE.
Yeah.
Then we have a 65 XEM, which has music built in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are also planning a portable machine.
Now, I get the impression from all this that you're making, as you've said, a family of really quite small computers, all of which offer either portability or extra graphics or extra music, rather like the Japanese have done with their MSX range. Have you taken a march from them?
No, I don't believe that the Japanese ever made it in the computer business.
Well, I would expect you to say that. But presumably the idea is that I can walk into my friendly neighbourhood Atari dealer and find a machine that is particularly suited to my need. Is that your thinking behind it?
That is the thinking, yes.
Now, is it possible, or will it be possible, to upgrade from the machine that doesn't have such good graphics to the machine that has better ones by adding something on, or will I have to go out and buy a new machine?
No, as far as the graphics are concerned, they are built into all our machines.
Mm-hmm. Without the graphics being an Atari strong point, of course.
That's right. What you have is additional memory.
Yeah.
And also some music or portability. And no, you will have to buy the machine for your needs. You will not be able to upgrade the machine.
Well, at least that's an honest answer.
That's right.
That's fair enough. All right, the crunch question then, when we're talking about the XEs, how much and when can I buy one?
Well, as far as the 130 is concerned, we will start shipping the machine sometime beginning of April.
Yeah.
At the middle of March, they will be shipped from the factory. Mm-hmm. So when they arrive at the retailer's store, shelves, I would say will be something in the middle of April.
Right. But how much?
Well, from a U.S. point of view, the prices range from around $125 up to $299.
Which is about, in sterling, what, about £300? Somewhere in that area, isn't it?
It's the same thing, though, because here in the UK, you have VAT, in which we don't have in the United States.
How lucky.
So it comes out about the same.
I see. Fair enough. All right. Now, that's the XE range. Now, the top of that range is the 130. And here I have a small bone to pick with you, because the bottom machine in your ST range, which are the 16-bit machines, is also called a 130 ST.
That's right.
Is that a clever move, to name both machines so similarly? Won't there be confusion?
No, it won't be, because the 130 stands for the memory.
Yes, fair enough.
And they both have the same memory.
All right, OK. Now, you're probably wondering at home why this screen particularly, but both these screens are flashing away. It isn't at fault with your set, don't worry about it. It's because they're running on American 60 cycles, and we haven't had a chance to get this one particularly converted because it only came over yesterday. Tell me something about the ST range, then. There are two machines. This is the 512K one.
Right.
Now, is it really a Mac basher?
Well, there's no question that this machine is built on a similar technology like the Macintosh. The Macintosh was built on technology which was developed by Xerox about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
And we have a very similar technology to it.
Now, you're using the GEM operating software, which is a digital research thing,
Correct.
isn't it? That's right. And can you just give us a quick flash on the screen? I don't know whether we can see it too clearly at home because of this terrible flashing, but it's got the mouse and the pull-down facility. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. So, yes. Something's going to happen in a minute. There.
Okay.
It is also extremely fast.
It's very, very fast. Very fast.
And you have, I notice, colour.
Right.
Which is going to put the wind up Apple, isn't it?
That's the difference between this product to the Apple. The Apple is black and white.
Yeah.
Ours is color.
Yeah.
Ours can work with your regular television set.
Yeah.
And it can also work in black and white, high resolution, medium resolution, etc. And it's approximately selling for a quarter of the price.
Now, I'll come on to that in a moment,
Okay.
because the price is going to be a very interesting feature, I think, about the way this particular piece of equipment is retailed. But let me ask you this. It's all very well having a glamorous operating system with little things hurtling around the screen and pull-down menus and whatever.
Right.
But what software do you get to once you've accessed it? At least with the Macintosh, you can say, and I think you would be big enough to concede, that they have actually got dedicated software in there which is designed for the machine. Is this just going to lead us onto a sort of a version of WordStar or something, or are you going to have software specially written for this series of machines?
This is written specifically for this model machine, or for this series of machines. Since we have designed this machine and it's now finished from the lab, and we have introduced the machine to a number of software, third-party software houses, we have now signed up about 100 of them, and they're all getting now the development systems. And when we introduce this product, we will have between 25 and 30 dedicated pieces of software for this particular product.
So, right, it won't just be a nice gateway leading into a big empty field, then. There's going to be things...
That's correct.
All right, well, you said it. When you introduced this product, when and how much?
Well, the 520 ST, we plan to introduce sometime the end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah.
The price is going to range something between $900 and $700 in that price range. We are not sure exactly yet.
So that's the 512K
Right.
ST machine in the States between 7 and 900.
Right.
Right, so if we translate that into sterling, I suppose, looking at an exchange rate, that it might be then about £650?
No, I'm repeating. Here, including the VAT,
Yeah.
it's about the same.
All right, fair enough. And for the little one, for the 130?
Now, but I didn't finish with the 520.
Oh, there's more, isn't it? Right.
Because the 520, for this 800 pounds, let's say, you get 512 kilobytes of memory.
Yeah.
Right? You will get a high-resolution monitor.
Right.
And you will get a half a megabyte of floppy disk. It's a total system. It's not only the computer by itself.
Okay, fair enough. What about the 130, very quickly? How much is that going to be?
The 130 will be sold a la carte.
Yeah.
It will not be sold as a package,
Right.
but a la carte. And the computer itself will be sold here for about £399.
Good heavens. One question for you. How are you going to make money out of this? Because those prices seem very low.
Well, I'm in the computer business now quite a few years. And every computer I sold, I made money. And I believe in making a profit. And those are, if I sell them for those prices, they're very profitable.
So you're offering big power at low cost.
That's right.
Right. Finally, and you probably won't want to answer this, we in Britain have a morbid fascination with boardroom battles. Every week we hear of computer companies in trouble with rows amongst the directors. Are you prepared to tell us why you left Commodore?
Yes. You know, I'm the founder of Commodore. I founded the company about 26 years ago. And the quarter ending December 31, 83, when the company has reached about $1 billion in sales, and that particular quarter was the biggest quarter for the company. We did about $431 million.
Yep.
The chairman of the company and myself have disagreed on the basic principles how to run the company. And I felt if I cannot go into my office smiling and being happy, I better quit.
Well, you certainly look smiling and happy about this lot, so
right.
I'm sure it'll work out well for you. Thank you for coming to see us. Come and see us again.
Thank you very much.